So you just got PCS orders to Naval Station Norfolk? Now what? Before you panic scroll Zillow or end up stuck in a neighborhood that wrecks your commute and drains your patience, stop right there. Not every part of Chesapeake is military friendly, and picking the wrong area could cost you time, money, and your sanity. I'm Jason Edwards with eXp Realty, Navy veteran turned real estate advisor. And in this video, I'm breaking down the best neighborhoods in Chesapeake for military families. Whether you've got a toddler in tow or just your sea bag and a dog, I'll show you where to live, what to avoid, and how to move smart. I spent 20 years in the Navy, so I get it. PCS orders can hit fast and the decision fatigue is real. The stress of finding a home in a new city while juggling timelines, school zones, base access, and maybe even selling another home? Yeah, it's a lot. Chesapeake has quickly become one of the top relocation spots for military families stationed at Naval Station Norfolk, Portsmouth Naval Hospital, Naval Air Station Oceana, and Little Creek Amphib Base, to name a few. And there's a reason for that. The city offers a rare mix of suburban comfort, highly rated schools, and neighborhoods that still feel like, well, neighborhoods. And compared to other cities in Hampton Roads, the BAH actually stretches here. Some quick facts. According to a 2025 report by Consumer Affairs, Chesapeake ranked #1 in the nation for first-time homebuyers based on affordability, school quality, and community livability. The median home price right now? Around $429,500, up 7.4% from last year. Homes are getting 2 offers on average, and nearly 40% are still selling over list price. So let's make sure you land in the right spot, not just for your commute, but for your lifestyle. Here's the biggest trap I see military buyers fall into. They see Chesapeake on a listing and think it must be close to base. Not necessarily. Chesapeake covers over 340 square miles. It's huge. Depending on where you buy, your commute to Naval Station Norfolk could be 15 minutes or 55. Let's break it down. If you're stationed in Norfolk, you'll likely be heading up 464 or 64. If you're at Portsmouth Naval Hospital, the Jordan Bridge might be your best bet, but it's a toll road. And then there are the downtown and midtown tunnels, notorious for bottlenecks at peak hours, and they both have tolls as well. What looks like a 20-minute drive on a Sunday can become a daily 45-minute grind with stop-and-go traffic. And you don't want to be that person running late to quarters every morning because you bought on the wrong side of the city. Quick question for you. Have you ever dealt with tunnel traffic in Hampton Roads? Drop a comment below and tell me which tunnel broke your spirit first. I'll tell you, for me, it's the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, hands down. Worst tunnel in the area right now. Thankfully, they're expanding it, but right now it's a mess because of all the construction. Hopefully after the construction it'll be better, but Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, the one that separates Norfolk from Hampton and the peninsula, is horrible. I bought my first house in Suffolk in 2009 while I was still active duty. I made that daily commute to Naval Station Norfolk every day through the downtown tunnel. It's definitely something that people deal with daily. It really depends on your priorities. I did it for more than 11 years. Let's get into the specific neighborhoods that a lot of my military clients love. Let's start with one of the best all-around options for military families, Great Bridge. This neighborhood is smack in the middle of Chesapeake with easy access to 64 and 464. You've got shopping, dining, medical offices, and some great community parks all within a short drive. Military families love it because it's central, so commutes to either Norfolk or Portsmouth stay pretty reasonable. There's a strong sense of community from youth sports to family events. You'll find homes that are well cared for, and resale values here are some of the strongest in the city. The typical price range, you're looking at mid-400s for a solid 4-bed, 2.5 bath. Some older or smaller homes might dip into the 300s, but move quickly. Anything that's in great shape is still tending to go pretty quick. Pro tip, if you see a home here that's been updated and priced right, don't wait. These are often the homes that go under contract in under 5 days. Next up, Grassfield. If school ratings are on your priority list, this area is probably at the top. Grassfield High consistently ranks near the top of the charts, and the community around it has grown like crazy in the past few years. Some things you might love. There's a good amount of new construction. Think built in the last 10 to 15 years, modern layouts, large garages, open concept kitchens, sidewalks and trails everywhere, perfect for families with small kids or dogs or just people who like to take a walk. Tons of military already live here, so you've got that built-in support network. Some things to watch for: school overcrowding. Zoning changes happen and some elementary schools are at capacity, and building is continuing to happen. Traffic is growing with the population. The infrastructure is still behind that growth. Plan for it. Price-wise, expect to spend $450,000 to about $600,000, depending on age and upgrades, size, things like that. Builders are still active nearby, so you'll see some new construction options popping up. For some of the top new construction neighborhoods in Chesapeake, check out the video I did here. Next, you don't want to mow the lawn? Maybe you're dual military or it's just you and your dog? Greenbrier could be a smart option. It's one of the most convenient parts of Chesapeake, close to Target, restaurants, coffee shops, and pretty much literally everything you'd ever need. Best part, you've got options. Townhomes and condos with lower maintenance and a lower price point, and a mix of single-family homes tucked into quiet cul-de-sacs and subdivisions. Super fast access to both tunnels and the Beltway. This is a great area for first-time VA buyers, especially if you're only here for 2 to 3 years and want something that's going to be easy to rent later. Just be aware of condo rules or association rules. Not every condo is VA approved. Some associations have restrictions on the amount of rentals in a community, and some have higher fees. As I always say, do your research. If you want a quieter vibe, bigger yards, and a little more affordability, Deep Creek might surprise you. It's tucked just south of the Jordan Bridge, making it a great launch point to Portsmouth Naval Hospital. And homes here? Often under $400,000, even for 4-bedroom options. Some things I like about Deep Creek: it's got mature trees and more privacy. No HOA in a lot of areas. Quick access to 464, 168, and 64. But this is where quite a few flood zones start to pop up. Always check the FEMA flood zone maps and make sure your agent pulls flood insurance quotes before you submit an offer. You don't want to be surprised by costs when you're at the finish line. Quick question: would you rather have a shorter commute and an older home, or a newer house with a longer drive? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear your reasoning too. And last but not least, if you want space to stretch out, maybe for a garden, home gym, some chickens, or a detached garage, Hickory might be your spot. This is the rural suburban edge of Chesapeake. Think wide open yards, some newer homes, and peace and quiet. You're not going to hear your neighbor sneezing through the walls here. Families love Hickory for big homes like 4 to 5 bedrooms, much less congestion, and honestly, it just feels more calm and even rural in some parts. The trade-off here? Commute time. Getting to Norfolk Naval Station from here is going to run 40 to 50 minutes during rush hour. That's a decision you've got to weigh against what you value most. As I said before, it's all about your priorities. So let's get into some PCS savvy strategy, because honestly, some mistakes are 100% avoidable. First, know your BAH. Let's say you're an E6 with dependents. Your BAH in Norfolk is around $2,400. That'll more than likely comfortably get you a home in Deep Creek, Greenbrier, or parts of Great Bridge. E7 to E9, you're in great shape for Grassfield or newer Hickory builds. But always do a budget to see what you're comfortable paying each month. And once you figure that amount out, talk to your lender and see what price point will get you that payment with principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. If you want a pretty slick home budget calculator that I have, just comment budget below and I'll send it right over. Next, watch for hidden costs. Tolls on the Jordan Bridge, downtown tunnel, and/or the Midtown tunnel can definitely add up. and flood insurance can be $100 to $300 a month on top of your mortgage. Also, HOAs in newer builds can range from $40 to over $100 a month, with condo associations usually even more than that. Negotiate wisely. Even in this competitive market, I've helped VA buyers secure $10 to $17K in closing costs paid by the seller. But that's not a given. Make sure you have an agent that's going to negotiate for your best interest and has experience in this market. You won't win every deal, but strategy definitely matters. And hey, just because a house looks amazing online doesn't mean it'll pass your inspection. Trust your gut and your agent. I'll never try to sell you a house. When I do showings, I'm using my experience to find the red flags in a home and point them out to you. I'd much rather you be happy with your experience working with me and refer your friends and family to me than just get one quick paycheck. Chesapeake has a lot to offer, and as a military-friendly city, it makes PCS moves a little easier. But the key is getting guidance early, before you're 2 weeks out and desperate. Whether you're moving with your spouse and kids, relocating alone, or trying to coordinate with a deployment timeline, I'm here to help. All my contact information is in the description below. You can call, text, or schedule a time that works for you. And I upload new videos every week to help military families buy and sell with confidence here in Hampton Roads. If you got some value from this video, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel and like this video. And if you're still here, thank you. I'll talk to you soon.